Hello everyone, let me ask you a question. In your opinion, what is Yone's strongest point since his release? From a Phantom Dancer work like the current shield bow to the Blade of the Rune King rush for yonetop. In the 5-something years that I've played League, it has to be old lethal tempo Yone matched with a Kraken Slayer that gave crit and attack speed with a better passive than the current one. After getting IE, you get a overtuned Hullbreaker which gave you insane stats in like 100 armor and magic resist if you didn't have a teammate near you while still providing the extra turret damage. Back then, a 3-item Yone up at your top tier 2 was a raid boss that required 3 people to match like some war general out of 3 kingdoms. However, after that phase, Lethal Tempo was removed and eventually brought back to a weaker form and no busted builds with the top Yone having pretty much no alternative but Bork. But worry no more, because with the introduction of Doran's bow, Yone's Dynasty is coming again. While it doesn't have the power to push Yone to his former glory, it makes top lane Yone have no more feared opponents and you truly are able to win anything if played well. I made a video of my first thoughts on the item a few days ago, but after spending many more ranked games against different matchups, I've come to the conclusion that Yone is saved. For reasons why, you can check out that video, but with the 280 buffs, I don't see how Yone would be weak anymore. Anyways, let's go over a game and let me show you just how Doran's bow is carrying my ass. Thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe. Love you all, super close to 1k, you guys are the best. We are up against Camille this game, but it was a super messy game and our teammates were kind of weird except for the Fed Jin, I guess. Anyways, here's some proof that Camille knows what they're doing. For runes, we are taking bone plating and shield bow. Vi was getting vision in the enemy jungle and Camille showed, so I tried to catch her getting the lane, but she knew that and I also miscalculated how long it would take her to get back since I never panned my camera at her location, so she got to hit me first. Then she leaves with her extra Q movement speed. However, don't worry because we have 2 potions and since she started Q, it means we will definitely get prio and poke her down as well. Don't let her auto because she has her passive shield. Then go to poke her when she goes to CS. I shouldn't have walked up here because she has Q2, but I was hoping to take a more extended trade, which didn't happen after I missed Q3. Since we do have prio though, I just get the wave in and TP back with a dagger. This doesn't seem like a very usual thing that you see, and the reason is because I wanted to avoid having the wave stuck in that position since she will probably hit level 3 before us, and I think it would be very dangerous to let her get E when we don't have E. So it wouldn't be very hard for her to get significant damage on us or kill us, but staying is also an option if you are really confident. One way to trade with Camille is to E forwards when she uses W, assuming that you already have a Q stack, and then cancelling out the damage with our W and waiting for the shield to disappear before Q3ing into her. That was a good trade, but Camille still has TP, so we shove the wave and base as well. To avoid her getting bone plating, just W when she does so, and try to space when she has passive. However, this time we hit her first, and we do the same interaction as before. This time, however, we use Q3 to stop her E and secure the kill. Another reason why we didn't do so earlier is because she was very close to the wall, which allowed her to get away easier. The key to winning the Camille matchup is just utilizing E to space her out. Oh, and using W to block the first part of her Q is fine. It's mainly just the true damage part that we need to avoid. Lilia comes to gank, and Camille kicks us, and we E back to avoid some damage. I know she can dodge Q3 with ult, but we can also force it out of her and hit ult for sure that way. We then flash and use Lilia to stack Q3 before finishing off Camille. After coming back to lane, I go get grubs and find Lilia so we kill her. Grubs is really important for Yone, and if you want to 1v9, you should try to get them to the best of your ability. I come back with Bork, so Camille has just been avoiding me. We pretty much just shove lanes, and eventually team dies, but Veigar is 1 HP and Lilia died, so I go bot and give away some of my top lead to stop them from taking Drake, killing Karma and Ezreal in the process before dying. This pretty much guarantees Drake for my team, but just look at Vi's position. Then I get caught while we were doing Rift Herald, but the fight still wasn't over by the time I respawn, so I TP to help, but they got away anyways. Some time passes and we are pushing top again. I had a feeling Camille was near the bush, so we get Q3 with the help of Bork and stop Camille E again before killing her. I make top tier 2 and a few plays of inhib turrets before basing and continuing to split bot lane. We wanted to surprise Camille off vision, but his team was close enough and rotated in time. But if you watch my videos, then you should know that split pushing is my favorite thing and I won't stop until we get all the turrets, so once again, the crusade begins. The enemy picked a terrible fight, having 2 die and 2 more go in after, so I can get the full bot turret and then help finish off Veigar before taking the Drake. Continuing the crusade, Lilia comes to gank, but Camille ults me and bleeds to death from Death Dance. Then I greeted for Lilia since I didn't pay attention to her items and used E poorly, leading to my death as well. I thought it was okay since we got Baron, but somehow we all died. The same thing happens bot lane, but I killed 2 this time before once again greeting to death since she just had ult come up or something. When I finally respawn, I TP top since we had picks, and the game was won if we got the Veigar pick. Sadly, Vex and Vi went for Karma instead, so we ended up having to extend the game. Finally, we find an insane wombo combo that won the game, ending the insanity. I know this was a really messy game. I didn't play the mid to late game all that well, and I was able to take away that I was not taking enough considerations before limit testing, like checking Lilia for Zhonya's. But the main point was to show the lane domination ability with Debo, even when we do make mistakes in lane, and how fast Lethal Temple can stack up. Thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe. Bye bye.